Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video. Today I am giving you my official Week 1 predictions for the upcoming NFL season. And I am doing this on my phone now because my computer just doesn't want to capture everything I record, which is just great. So, yeah. We're going to be starting off with the Thursday game, which is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna go with the Rams, even though I think the Bills are gonna be a much better team this year. It's the defending Super Bowl champions, and yeah, they just have both these teams just have a really complete roster. Moving on to the Saints and the Falcons, should be a very easy win for the Saints. Falcons have virtually nothing besides Terrell, Pitts, Patterson, and London whenever he's back and healthy. Moving on to the Niners and the Bears, another easy win. The Bears, like the Falcons, have nothing. And the Bears just have no O-line. They have no receivers besides Mooney and Velus Jones. And Fields and Montgomery are going to struggle this year without an O-line. Moving on to the Steelers and the Bengals, I'm going to go with the Bengals. I don't think they're going to take a step off of what they did last year. They could have a little bit of a worse year because the AFC is just loaded now after the offseason. And the Steelers, they're going into a sort of a rebuild. They have a rookie quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph as their quarterbacks. That's not really ideal. Moving on to the Eagles and the Lions. For the longest time, I actually had the Lions winning, but I'm switching it to the Eagles right now because they have a much more complete roster than the Lions do. And the Eagles they're going to be a great team this year. As for the Lions, they are going to be good in a few years. They drafted well. They had a good offseason, but it's a very young team, so we don't know who we're getting yet. Moving on to the Patriots and the Dolphins. Dolphins because the Patriots have no secondary, and they're going to have a hard time containing Hill and Waddle, Gesicki, and Cedric Wilson, I guess. Moving on to the Baltimore Ravens and the Jets. Ravens easily. The Jets are still the Jets. But just like the Lions, the Jets drafted great. They had a great offseason. They're going to be a good team in a few years. It all depends on Zach Wilson, pretty much. Moving on to the Jags and the Commanders. Commanders because why not? Also, the Jags just don't really have anything. Still, they overpaid a lot of mediocre players. Good job. And I think just Washington has more chemistry and they're more complete. Moving on to the Browns and the Panthers. Browns just because their run game is elite. Yeah, Bill Cosby's not playing, so they're going to really be relying on their run game, which is what is going to happen in this game. Moving on to the Colts and the Texans. Jonathan Taylor's going to eat the Texans' defense alive. That's really all I have for that game. Moving on to the Giants and the Titans. Same thing. A healthy Derrick Henry is going to eat the Giants' defense right up. Moving on to the Packers and the Vikings. Packers just because it's Aaron Rodgers. I know they don't got Devontae anymore, but Rodgers can make it work with almost anyone, most likely. Moving on to the Cardinals and the Chiefs. Chiefs because Cardinals don't have D-Hop for the first 6 games. So I really got. I know the Chiefs lost Tyreek, but it's still the Chiefs. They have Mahomes. They have Kelsey. They have a great coach. They have a great O-line. And Juju, he ain't going to be bad this year. He's going to have a bounce back year if he can stay healthy. And they drafted Sky Moore, so yeah. Moving on to the Raiders and the Chargers. Chargers have one of the most complete rosters on paper right now. We just got to see how it plays out pretty much. Moving on to the Buccaneers and the Cowboys. Buccaneers because if this is Tom's last year, he's going to want to go out fighting hard. And I think that's what's going to happen. That whole team is going to fight and claw and scratch wins every week just to get Tom that last ring. Moving on, Monday Night Football. The Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson returning to Seattle, to the 12s, to Lumen Field, to that great home field advantage atmosphere to get a win. Okay, now I'm screwing everything up. No. There's no way that I don't see a way the Broncos are going to beat the Seahawks. We have Geno Smith as our starter. That is probably everything that needs to be said because he is not good. I don't like him. I hate Geno Smith. As for the Broncos, they got a really good team. They have Wilson, they got Javonte, they got Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Most likely a better offensive line than what Russell had with us. Then they have Pat Surtain, they got Justin Simmons, they got Bradley Chubb. That's all I can name on their defense. But, yep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you agree with any of these, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. And don't be toxic about it, because we don't need that here. We're just trying to have fun. Anyways, go Hawks. This is also being pre-recorded Monday the 5th on Labor Day. But I'm gonna probably upload it Wednesdays like I do for my pics on TikTok, which I am also doing this year, so yeah. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we're all excited for football to be back.